change, because change requires admitting you have a problem, taking accountability, feeling genuine empathy for the pain you caused others, and doing years of difficult internal work. Narcissists are psychologically incapable of this process because their entire identity is built on the belief that they're superior, and any problems in their life are caused by other people, not their own behavior. What they're actually doing during this fake transformation phase is learning new vocabulary to manipulate you better. They're learning therapy language so they can weaponize it. They're performing growth so convincingly that even they might believe it temporarily, but the core patterns haven't changed because the core psychology hasn't changed. Some people fall for this phase and go back, and what they discover is that the narcissist is exactly the same, just with better language to disguise the abuse. Now they can gaslight you by saying, "I'm setting a boundary," when they're actually punishing you with silent treatment. They can say, "I'm communicating my needs," when they're actually making demands and threatening consequences if you don't comply. The abuse continues, it's just wearing a therapeutic mask now. If you stay strong through all three phases, if you maintain absolute no contact through the love bombing, the rage, the smear campaigns, the flying monkeys, and the fake transformation, eventually most narcissists will move on to a new supply. They'll find someone else to manipulate and control because they can't function without it. But here's what you need to understand. They don't forget about you. You'll always be a potential supply source in their mind. Months or even years later, you might get a random, "Hey, I was just thinking about you, hope you're doing well" message. This is hoovering attempt number whatever, testing to see if you've healed enough to be vulnerable again, testing if they can get back in. Your response must remain the same. Nothing. No reply, no reaction, no explanation. Silence is the only language that protects you from a narcissist, because any engagement at all, positive or negative, is supply to them. So how do you actually maintain no contact when everything in you wants closure, wants them to understand the pain they caused, wants them to admit what they did, wants to defend yourself against the lies they're spreading? You accept that you will never get those things from a narcissist. Closure comes from you, not from them. Understanding that they're psychologically incapable of genuine empathy or accountability is your closure. You don't need their admission. You know what happened. Your truth doesn't require their validation. And defending yourself to people who believe a narcissist's lies is pointless, because those people either don't know you well enough to matter, or they're not critical thinkers. Either way, not your problem. Your healing requires zero participation from the person who hurt you. Block them on every platform. Change your number if you have to. Tell your friends and family you're not willing to hear any updates about them or pass any messages. Document everything in case you need legal protection later, and focus entirely on rebuilding your sense of self that they spent so long destroying. Understand that going back even once resets the entire cycle and teaches them persistence works, so your boundary has to be absolute. No contact isn't cruelty, it's survival. It's choosing your mental health over someone else's ego. It's refusing to be a supporting character in their psychological drama. You're not abandoning them, you're saving yourself. And you don't need anyone's permission or understanding to do that. Look, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to change your life. If you're not ready to leave that mess, no video is going to help you. But if you're actually done, then stick around. I just have one question for you. What's that one crazy thing they did to you that you never told a single soul because you knew you'd think you were the insane one? Just drop it in the comments. Let's see how many of us have the same crazy story.
Your perfection, it's the very thing protecting your enemies from exposing themselves. Right now, yes, right now, someone in your life is smiling at you while secretly waiting for you to fail. You can spend years, literal years, trying to guess who's loyal, or you can use this one trick to find the truth in just one day. You must make a fake mistake on purpose, one that looks like a disaster but doesn't actually hurt your life. This is the most powerful tool to find a traitor before they can do real damage to you. Most people, they're too afraid of looking bad, so they never do this. But the most powerful leaders in history, they used it to clear their circle of liars. Listen carefully. When you act perfect, your enemies stay hidden because they're waiting for a real chance to strike. When you look weak on purpose, you force them to come out of hiding because they cannot resist the chance to win at your expense. You are going to use their own greed against them. A real friend will try to help you fix your problem, but a secret enemy? They will try to use your mistake to take your position or ruin your name. This isn't about being messy, it's about being the person who controls the room. You're going to provide a fake piece of information that sounds like a huge failure, and then you will watch who tries to benefit from it. This one move will save you from years of betrayal. People only reveal their true nature when they see an opportunity to gain something. When you're successful, everyone wants to be your friend because you're useful to them. You can never know if they like you or if they just like what you can do for them. But the moment you appear to be losing your power, the people who were only there for the benefits will show their teeth. They will stop helping you and start looking for a way to replace you. This is exactly why the fake mistake is the ultimate filter. It allows you to see the change from friend to enemy without actually losing your status. You're creating a controlled situation to see who comes to help you and who comes to steal from you. Most people live their lives in fear of being betrayed, but you will be the person who hands them a fake chance to betray you, just to see if they try. This is how you build a circle that's 100% loyal. To start this process, you must first pick a specific mistake that feels real but has no actual consequences. This mistake must be something that your suspected enemy would find very valuable. If you're in an office, it could be a fake report showing a loss. If you're in a business, it could be a fake rumor about a failed deal. The key is that this information must be exclusive. You only tell one person at a time. If you tell 3 people the same fake mistake and it leaks, you still don't know who the traitor is. But if you tell person A that you're losing your house and person B that you're losing your job, and then everyone starts talking about your house, you have found your traitor. This is step 1, the information tracer. You treat information like a tracking device. You give a unique piece of bad news to each suspect and wait for it to come back to you from the outside. A loyal person will hear your bad news and offer support or keep it quiet to protect your reputation. An enemy? They will hear that same news and immediately call others to spread the gossip because they want to lower your social standing. They want to be the one who knew about your downfall first. This reveals their desire to see you at the bottom. Step 2 is the public humiliation test. This happens in a group setting. You must intentionally make a small, harmless error in front of the people you suspect. For example, you can state a fact that's slightly wrong or forget a detail that you clearly should know. A real friend will either ignore the mistake to save you from embarrassment, or they will pull you aside later to tell you privately so you can fix it. An enemy? They will wait for the perfect moment to correct you loudly in front of everyone. They will do this to make you look incompetent. They will wait to show the
perfect
moment
to
they're
correct
smarter
you
than
loudly
you.
in front of
They are
everyone.
using your
They will do
weakness
this
to
to
make
climb
you look
higher in the
incompetent.
social
They will
hierarchy.
wait to show the
Perfect
group
moment
this
to
they're
correct
smarter
you
than
loudly
you. They
in front
don't
of
care
everyone.
using
Your
your
success.
weakness
They
to
only
climb
care
higher
about
in
their
the
social
social
hierarchy.
hierarchy. Show the
Perfect
group
moment
this
to
they're
correct
smarter
you
than
loudly
you.
get
They
angry.
don't care
They're
using
using
your
your
weakness
weakness
to
to
climb
climb
higher
higher
in the social hierarchy. Show the group this they're smarter than you. They don't care using your weakness to climb higher in the social hierarchy. Show the group this they're smarter than you. They don't care using your weakness to climb higher in the social hierarchy. Watch them beat this they're smarter than you. Parasites only stay as long as the host is feeding them. When the food stops, they leave to find a new host. This is the fastest way to clear out the people who are only using you for your money or your connections. You're not losing anything. You're just stopping the flow of your value to see who stays for your character. If they leave now when the trouble is fake, they would have definitely abandoned you when the trouble was real. Step 4 is the character blame test. Give a suspected enemy a task where you have intentionally provided a slight, harmless, wrong instruction. When the task doesn't go perfectly, watch their first reaction. Do they come to you and say, "We have a problem, let's fix it"? Or do they immediately go to others and say, "This failed because of their mistake"? A partner looks for solutions, an enemy looks for someone to blame. By giving them a small out to blame you, you're inviting them to show their disloyalty. This script isn't about being a victim, it's about being the master of the game. You are forcing the truth to the surface so you can walk away from the liars before they can hurt you. Now that you've confirmed who the enemy is using the fake mistake, you must not react with anger or emotion, because emotion is a sign of weakness and it tells your enemy that they still have power over you. The most powerful move you can make after catching a traitor is to stay perfectly calm and begin the process of removal without them even knowing it. This is where you transition from testing people to controlling them. Number 5 is the cold distance. Most people make the mistake of confronting an enemy as soon as they catch them. They yell, they argue, and they ask, "Why did you do this?" This is a waste of time. Instead, you should simply stop sharing any real value with that person. Stop telling them your plans. Stop asking for their advice. Stop helping them with their problems. When they ask why you're being quiet, do not give them an explanation. Just say, "I'm busy," or "Everything is fine." This creates a psychological pressure called the information vacuum. Because they're a traitor, they're already looking for your next weakness. When you stop giving them information, they start to panic because they can no longer track your moves. They will try to push you or annoy you just to get a reaction, but you must remain a blank wall. Your silence is now your shield. Number 6 is the information starvation. In this step, you begin to feed the traitor dead-end information. You tell them about projects that don't exist or plans that you've already canceled. Watch them run to your competitors or your boss with this useless information. When they realize they've reported something that isn't true, they will look like a fool or a liar to everyone else. You're not just identifying them anymore, you are actively destroying their credibility in the eyes of others. You're making them use their own mouth to ruin their own reputation. This is the ultimate revenge because you didn't have to say a single bad word about them. They did all the work themselves while trying to hurt you. Number 7 is the final removal. Once you've starved them of information and made them look unreliable to the group, you must cut the tie completely. This doesn't mean a big fight. It means you slowly replace them with someone who actually demonstrated loyalty during your fake mistake test. You shift your resources, your time, and your trust to the people who tried to help you when they thought you were failing. This builds a circle of power that's impossible to break because it has been tested by fire. You now have a team of people who are not just there for your success, but who are committed to your survival. This entire process is why you must never be afraid to look weak for a moment. Most people spend their lives being eaten alive by parasites because they were too proud to look like they made a mistake. You are smarter than them. You used your failure as a filter to keep the gold and throw away the trash. You now have the highest value knowledge in human psychology, the ability to see through a person's mask before they can harm you. This is the difference between a person who is lucky and a person who is a master of their world. You have cleared the field, you've identified the threats, and you've built a foundation of true loyalty. Never forget that the world is full of people who want what you have but don't want to work for it. They will always try to find a shortcut by stepping on your back. But because you know how to use the strategic wound, you will always be 3 steps ahead. You are the one who decides who stays in your life and who gets left behind in the shadows of their own lies. This is the end of the guessing game and the beginning of your total control. If you ever notice something weird? The richer someone gets, the quieter they become online. Like they just vanish. No Instagram stories, no flexing, no TikToks, nothing. Meanwhile, everyone else is posting their Starbucks order like it's breaking news. So what's really going on here? Why are the people with actual power choosing to become invisible while the rest of us are fighting for likes and validation? Stick around, because what I'm about to tell you is going to completely flip how you see wealth, power, and this whole social media game we're all playing. Let's get into it. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Visibility is not power. It's a trap. Think about it. The loudest people in the room are usually the ones with the least to say. They're performing, trying to convince you and themselves that they matter. But the real players, the ones actually pulling the strings, you don't even know their names. They don't need your attention because they already have your money, your data, your time. They're not posting selfies. They're buying the platform you're posting on. That's the difference. And once you understand this, you'll never look at social media the same way again. So let me break down what's actually happening. There's this thing the ultra-wealthy do, and it's not talked about enough. It's called social invisibility, and it's not an accident. It's a strategy. These people, the top 0.1%, they're not just deleting their Instagram accounts for a mental health break. No, they're systematically erasing themselves from public view. And they're doing it because they've figured out something most of us haven't. The more visible